you bang on them. But the problem is when you banged on the dude, a lot of
Yeah.
times you're not man enough, a woman enough to go back and apologize. So those connections aren't there. So we have to allow other people to grow too. So we were all in
Exactly.
Sunday school once before. We were all in the mosque once before. Niggas was making a lie, doing all these other things, right?
Yeah.
So people that are doing it, we can't say, hey man, you're fucked up, right? But the
Yeah.
common denominator of everything, you could be a Christian, Moor, Hebrew, atheist, whatever, and still be Aborigine to America. See how that works?
Yeah,
Right.
man. We
That's
got
why I
we got
tell
a couple
people that.
devices going off. We got somebody phone vibrating. That's gonna be bad for people's TVs, and we got somebody with a smoke detector. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm a
Who
little
got a
weirdo,
smoke
but
detector?
yeah, somebody got a smoke detector. But we back live. We back live. Somebody want to put that battery back in that smoke
Oh
detector.
my.
But we back live, you guys. You know what I'm saying? We doing a little talk.
Take it out the smoke detector. Don't put it back in.
No,
It's
put a new
dying.
one in there. Put a new one in there.
Yeah,
Change it.
that too.
That's cold.
Yeah, but
We need a new battery line, man.
yeah, y'all need to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we back live, you know what I'm saying? We just talking to the young brother, you know what I'm saying? And he got some stuff, you know what I'm saying? We want to make sure, we get it out on air. And I also got a question for him, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna let y'all keep going, and I gotta go. I'm just gonna let y'all rock it out, and I'm gonna go do my thing. But yeah, you wanna kind of
Ty,
continue.
Ty,
Also,
text
hold on.
text me.
Also, okay, cool. I got you. Also, don't forget to check out the updates 1, 2, and 3. So it's three different videos because we got knocked off a couple times. So once we done, y'all can go check them out. But yeah, we gonna let the little brother tell us what he went through a little bit, and this is what we do. So
All right. Just to I guess just to recap what I was saying earlier for everybody that's listening now. Like I was just giving life examples, like how I had to like the phases of consciousness I had to go through, and just these last couple years, the last I say span to 5 years, I went from being Christian to all sorts of other uh ideologies to what I am now. And I was just saying like how like what I'm sorry, sis, what's your name?
I dated
Holiday, lady,
Chief
lady.
Holiday, Lady Holiday.
Lady
No,
Holiday.
he's
Oh,
talking about me.
okay. Yeah.
I'm
What
gonna
you?
try
Yeah,
to
what?
get a new name. I swear to God, I can't stand. We got the same name when we on the panel together. It'd be driving me
Nah,
nuts.
it's cool. But yeah, I was just like giving examples like how my friend, like I had to when I was still a Christian, I had a friend tried to wake me up. This is back to what we was talking about early. But I had a friend try to put me on to higher consciousness. He tried to elevate my consciousness a little bit. I got mad and I argued with him, cursed him out,
Mm-hmm.
aired him out,
Mm-hmm.
called him out his name, all that. And he said, "All right, I'm gonna give you this information. All I want you to do is just read it. That's all I want you to do. Don't listen to what I'm saying. Just read it." I was like, "All right, it's
Right, he
bullshit,
planted
but
the
all right,
seed.
I'm gonna read it, but it's dumb. That's just being arrogant. I'm just being like ignorant. But like,
Right.
I read the information and I had to go back and apologize. I had to go back and apologize and humble myself and say thank you. And just because I wasn't stubborn enough to say, you know what, I ain't gonna look into that information because I don't like the title of it. I'm scared because my religion say I can't do that. And that's the first time I started to be unbiased about research and information and stuff like that. And then I had to go from he put me on to at least being like the Kemetic culture and the Moorish culture and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And once I started to learn about the Kemetic culture, I started to learn about different tribes like the Dogon tribes and how they say we come from the Sirius dog system. I used to watch David Icke and Credo Mutwa interviews. Phil Valentine used to go. I don't went through all that. Like I went through all that. So I thank my friend. But then when I had to keep going. That's how I got to this. I had to really keep going. Once I found out like who the original Europeans was, I'm like, all right, that's interesting. The Etruscans, Celts, Grimodis. All right, I never knew about them. All right, they're Negroes. Okay, they must come from Africa. Okay, then I looked into the original Asians. I was like, okay, they're Negroes. Okay, Buddha is okay. All right, I see what's going on here. So they all, so everybody just then I looked into the original Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
they're dark skinned, but
Mm-hmm.
They're not
wait a
us.
second, like
Right.
it's
Hmm.
like they're dark skinned, but we doing. Oh, wait, we had aqueducts culture. We had roads, cities. What
Way
over here?
before the freaking Romans.
Exactly. I'm like, whoa, we had.
Who do you think?
Right.
Observatories. We was mapping stars. We was whoa, what? This concept of zero come from here. Like AP always be hitting on. What? Like, are you serious? Like,
Right.
and I just started coming. I just keep learning. It's like this is like an untapped source of information. I just keep on learning stuff. When I was a Pan African, it was only but so much I could learn. I swear, it was only but so much I learned. That's why I came across this because I kept on learning. I just kept on
Likewise.
learning stuff, and it brought
Hmm.
me here. And
Hey, if it's funny because if you ask the Pan African, ask them about the Pan European.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask
And
somebody
you
that
want to
then.
know
Hello, you
something
still
crazy?
there? Oh yeah,
Sometimes
what
you
was your
will
greatest
learn.
accomplishment? What was your oh sorry. Hey, what was your greatest accomplishment, throughout your about your process or whatever?
Journey.
My
Your journey.
greatest accomplishment is oh, I forgot I left this out. My friend that woke me up, I actually went back and put him onto this information. So he heightened my consciousness, and then I then in return heightened his consciousness in return.
What
So
about
it's like
And
that.
what
what
about
about
your
family?
What
your
And
about your
yeah, I know
kinfolk?
family?
I'm coming there, and I brung I brung my mom. I put my mom onto this information after a couple years or so of me straight putting her on the information. She decided to look into it. I put her on a couple Dan Calloway videos because I said, "Mom, do you want to read a book? You want to read a long ass book, or do you want to listen to someone like break it down to you, and then you can go back and research and just see what they're saying to be true?" She's like, "All right, put me on a video. Send me a couple videos." All right. I sent her a couple Phil Valentines, Tauntness ones, and Dan Calloway's and Curry Mayo's. Um, so she came back and was like, "King, like, why didn't you ever tell me that Christianity was bull? Like, why didn't you ever tell me that that was like a lie? Why you got me just walking around here like just looking stupid like that?" I'm like, "What you talk? I'm like, what you talking about? I tried. You kept on arguing. You're telling me I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm
That
just
is
young
so
minded."
beautiful.
And my little brother, I put my little brother onto the info, and it's crazy because I don't know if y'all remember when I told y'all a while back, but my little brother go to an African school. He go to a school called Imhotep. So
Ooh.
they hitting them with the whole Pan African Black Panther. You seen that new Black Panther movie? That's cool, right? You should like it's like they're making it trendy. So I have to come back home like Tyler, you know who your great granddad is? You know your five, you know who your fifth great grandmom is in 1815. You know what her name is? You know who they was and I have to break down all this. Like I got to Ty used to say, you got to like deprogram your kid or
Hmm.
your
And
sibling.
reprogram.
Yeah.
Reboot.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Or your
That's the
mama,
reset.
I'm
or
Mastery.
your auntie.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, you got to deprogram everybody. But here's the thing, though, right? Like I
That's
said,
powerful. That's
the
powerful.
whole question
I'm
around
gonna let y'all go in. Hold on one second, Chi. I'm gonna let y'all go in, but that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. And that's the type of stuff we hear over here. That's you know what I'm saying. And everybody got their their own little stuff, but that's powerful, man. That's powerful. We appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of y'all who out there who got to go through this stuff, come on, man. Come on up here. Let it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead, go back in the back. I'm gonna try to listen in. But peace to the chat, peace to the panel. Appreciate it.
Give me that number, Ty.
Which
Peace.
one? Which one?
Text me your number.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna call you. All right.
Peace and love. I
Peace.
want to throw out there a message to the listeners really fast. Do not get distracted from people telling you you're straddling the fence. This was something that kind of bothered me when I was a minister and an evangelist, because I also did what brother Keem did, is keep researching in the midst of my studies, my position. I utilize my position to wake people and others in every walk of, I guess, faith or whatever that I walked in. I also continuously questioned, what do they know what they're following, and how much research have they done in the current situation that they're in. Do not allow people to make you feel bad about wanting to know more about who you are, period. Do not allow that to be a distraction. Don't allow you knowing that you're going to lose loved ones listening to you and being close to you to be a distraction, and knowing yourself, because after all is said and done, you will find peace in knowing the truth. Now I relinquish my mic.
facts. Hey, real quick though, just to add on to what everybody's saying, it's definitely powerful, brother, sister, Ty Data, salute to all the piece of guys on the panel, right? So check it out, right? So it starts at home. Literally, this what we're doing is extra, right? But it actually starts in your own house and your family, then your extended family. Because guess what? Your mama's now going to talk to
Fact.
somebody. Your brother's now going to talk to somebody. Everybody's moving on their journey. Once you hear something, now they're going to tell somebody else. Now here's the thing. This is where original tribal, where the shoes and everything that we're doing comes into play, because now you got original tribal wear a shirt on and people saying, what's the aboriginal? Because a lot of people don't even know what that is. Let's be clear.
You
They
fair. You telling the
think
truth.
it's foreign to this land, and they don't understand when we calling ourselves aboriginals. The so-called smart guys are still pushing. Here's the thing, right? Any child to see us go up against any Pan-African, and let's just say they don't know nothing about shit. When they hear what the fuck we got to say and what the fuck they got to say, shutting their ass down, bro. Let's be clear. Like, these niggas don't have no conversation whatsoever to fuck with anything that we're saying. Let's be clear. That's why they keep going back trying to fight and beat up on religion, because they can't do anything with us. We are the 800-pound gorilla running through the goddamn community, beating everybody up. They can't do nothing. So they just gonna act like we don't exist. Oh, let's close our eyes. Maybe they won't see us. No, nigga, we see everything, and we're gonna tear your arms off and beat you with them. That's what we're doing. Now, everybody got a lane. Some of us can't talk to our own family members, so they might have to hear it from somebody else outside of, like, you know what I mean? Like you say, you send your mama something, right? I have to send my mama other videos, even though my mama watch them. Shout out to my mom. You know what I'm saying? She be like, why you cussing? Why you cuss that boy out? And blah, 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 right? You feel me? we go through it, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily send my mama any of my videos either. You know what I'm saying? I would send somebody else, and then they might stumble upon, you know what I mean? But yo, the information, the things that we dropping, bro, like a next level. Like, we breaking down words that niggas is running around with all red and maroon and blah, blah, blah. We breaking shit down to where it's indisputable.
And if we don't understand the word,
real dummy. You a real fucking dummy. After seeing all this evidence, right? From bones to pyramids to Olmec heads to all the fucking shit that we show, right? You a real live dummy. If you like, straight up, like, let's just keep it real. And we have to.
You're a puppet. You're a puppet. Right? You're happy being a puppet if you see all of this and still choose to walk. Yeah, like
Chief.
You're
Chief.
Ahead,
you know what's funny? You know what's funny, bro? It's funny. These people see our faces, our skin tone, in all of the shit that we show you, and then you're gonna say it's somebody else.
That's weird. That always is weird to me.
Why? What are you doing?
Like, I ask people.
I can't listen to these dudes, bro. Listen, I was listening to Professor James Smalls the other day, and I listened to the whole, well, maybe most of it. I'm listening to a lot of stuff, and it's literally listening like I just heard a playback from some shit he said 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Y'all get what I'm saying? There's nothing coming out of conversation.
There's no forward movement, Chief. There's no forward movement.
Mind our conversations. It's like praying with no works. So they say prayer, no works. That's what you niggas is doing. You niggas is accustomed to talking without putting in the goddamn work. That's how that works. That's
right.
Let's be clear. So when anybody got something to say for us, all we're gonna do is point you to the council. We're gonna point you to the declaration. That's a step in the moving in the right direction of us organizing, putting the whole institutions together. Right? Because we've already pointed out there's not one motherfucking institution that's working for the people. That's why Yvette is talking about dealing with the NAACP, dealing with all these other organizations. Yeah.
Do you not know that that's also ran by a Caucasian? Did people not know that? I used to be a part of the NAACP.
Me too. I was junior NAACP.
And you know, I relinquished my membership as soon as I found out. I relinquished my membership. They kept coming after me, asking me why did I leave and all this stuff. And don't you see what we do for the community and the people and this and that? And I said, yeah, you lie. And I left them alone. And I actually relinquished my membership in 2016. I have no longer been a part of the NAACP since 2016. I went to the office in Nevada, right there off of H Street. I believe that's H Street. It might be J Street, but I want to say H Street. And I no longer be a part of this association. You are a part of the propaganda of keeping our people in chains. Period. I'm not going to be a part of anything that's going to keep our people lost and confused, keep damaging our people and our children.
Exactly. That's why
Like I'm not.
I took a
And we
break from
have
making
to know
music.
how to take a stand.
Respect to you, sister.
Hmm.
You got you can make music, make like I tell my son is 11 years old. He'll be 12 next in December. This baby right here, he makes music. But you know what I tell him? Don't think you're gonna be famous the way that
You're a robot.
Can
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
can you can you repeat? Can you repeat?
not have to and
Can
watching.
can you
Yes, I'll
repeat? Can
repeat.
you
My
drop that?
son is 11 years old. Can you hear me now?
No, you're a robot.
Can you hear me now?
Good.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me now? Okay.
I hear
I
you.
apologize, y'all. My reception's so horrible. So I said my 11-year-old son wanted to stop doing his music. I told him, do not stop doing your music because because you now look at the people that you thought were your heroes in music and see them as the enemy. I said, look at your gift and your talent as a way to wake up people on a different vibrational level. Music controls the thought process in many ways.
Facts.
And
Big facts.
I encourage anybody who's doing music to do it, but utilize that space as a way to awaken our people on a vibrational level that's keeping them in chains. Know how to break the bars off of their mind and open it up so that they are now aware of their surroundings and what is going on among us, not just talking about the drugs, sex, and alcohol, but about the things that kept us in this systematic fucked up way that we are now. My baby's
Can I
11, y'all, and he thinks he's distracted from that. No, don't be distracted. Keep going.
can can I give your son a little advice to
Hold on
check
really
out?
fast. Let me bring him in
Because
here.
what you
Low LT.
what you just
Vente acá, por favor.
what what you just said basically something popped into my head. Every time people talks, just stuff pops in my head and it's like, okay, you got to say this. Now, I like Halito. What you want to do is you want to check out when the Rothschild changed the frequency of the radio stations.
Oh, we are aware about that. So that's why
Okay,
we
so
they learn
therefore,
about data beats. They know about all of that. They know about
all
every
right,
level of that. I'm a healer, so they have to learn that way.
all right.
So they
Because that's the thing a lot of people don't realize is that,
Lisa,
yo,
everyone,
you can hear
stop.
you Halito, brother. The you can hear
You
you
can't hear
can
everybody. You can't hear him.
now
Oh, okay.
thing
Hold on.
the thing is that when we're listening to the radio, and like I live in Canada, so we don't get all the amazing music that you get down there. We get all the mainstream pushed media. They buy airtime, and it's mostly like rock and roll and country music and a couple of like hip hop songs and stuff like that, or pop. But the thing is, when you're listening to the radio, you're not realizing they turned it to a frequency that's damaging to your cell. So
Correct.
even if you have a positive song and you're getting airplay, you're actually warping that vibrational frequency. And we wonder, oh, why is it why are we so stressed out, and why are we going against each other? Because the vibrational frequency is actually from the airways that the federal government is, you have to buy airtime, right?
And that's why
If
I
the
speak
rich,
about
but if somebody who's corrupted in his own soul, because you have to remember the whole um Rothschild family is inbred beings. You see what I'm saying?
right.
Right? So
But that's why I push the message that you are what you eat, mind, body, and spirit. Not just what you put into your mouth, but what you play into your ears and what you allow your eyes and your mind to consume as well.
Yes.
And that's why I was telling you guys that I didn't have a phone for the longest. My way of feeding my brain and my children's brain was through um, just knowledge. We would read books, different sorts of books, listen to different sorts of music, or play our own, create our own music, poetry, and then eating food that come from straight from the vine. And we do that so that we can stay vibrating on a higher frequency than what we're surrounded by, and so that we can automatically distinguish bullshit once it hits our ears. Like I tell people sometimes, I don't know what's wrong with you, but you sound like static. And when I'm
What's going on? No hustles, man. That's the warrior yell. You know what I'm saying? That's that vibration. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Peace to the God, man. What's up,
Peace,
brother?
man. I finally was able to get on with y'all. Ty, man. I don't know, man. They wouldn't let me call in, man.
Oh, okay. Well, now you on here. Now you can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, Zoo.
Man, I was listening.
I just wanted to make sure that the sis had finished her the thought before we get to you, bro. Are you finished?
Hi Zoe. I didn't know that's who came in. I'm like, who the fuck? What the hell? Okay. I had to leave out, come back in, and see what the heck happened.
Well, Zoe is in the music industry too, so he can definitely lend a lot of insight to what we're looking at. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
when you mix or you master a song, they literally give you a radio version.
Yes, they do on everything, even performing. You have a performance version as well. I used to do music management, so you have let's say there's 3 to 4 different versions to one song, just so that it can be aired out a certain way. So you were very correct on what you said about the sound waves being changed and altered for public viewing, I guess you could say. So you have your own original way of sounding and hearing things, and then when it's touched by tainted, let's say that, then it becomes tainted to be given to the rest of everyone else to hear you. You know what I mean? So that it has a voodoo effect on them. I call it voodoo music because that's the effect that it has on you. It alters the way you move, the way you think, the way you feel. And people are not aware that everything you do, listening.
Happy hunting grounds.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's everything you do, mind, body, spirit, and soul. Your ears, your brain, and your body receives every form of frequency that is surrounded by you, even the traffic outside in the car. I mean, outside on the street. That's a vibration. And that frequency can disrupt how you feel depending on how you receive it. You know what I mean? Does anyone understand what I just said? Because I know I can sound confusing sometimes.
Yeah, I
It's
understand.
It's kind of like when you got the Tear the Club Up music playing. The Tear the Club Up music will give you that vibration and energy for destruction. You got that hustling music. It give you that drive to go out and run and just get numbers. You got music that's relaxing that will allow your muscles to take a breather itself, because most people don't realize your muscles get oxygen. Then you got rock and roll that'll give you that tingy like rhythmic jumping vibration that makes you just want to jump around and go crazy. Then you got the slam music that just make you lose it all, and the music is so designed to have you disrupt. You don't channel correctly. You channel in the distortion of how that slam music is. So that's why they call it mosh pits, because when you mosh something, you're smashing it.
Smashing. Yep. You're pushing each other and breaking noses and shit too.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know I used to
mosh
pit.
I used to work with a rock group, right? The lead singer was one of my partners, you know what I'm saying? He's a rapper too, right? But it was crazy. And I went to one of their shows, right? I'm like, a mosh pit? Like, I had to step to the side. I'm like, nah. I mean, these people were literally running and jumping into each other. You know how
That's fun, man.
jump up and bump each other's chest and shit in the air? Yeah.
Yeah. People do that. And
I'm like, y'all ain't stepping on my Jordan.
Hey, Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett. You know she's a rocker, right? Like she's a
Mhm.
heavy metal artist.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm.
Yo, I
Yeah,
watch. Yo,
she even dresses like it. You can see
man,
it in her children. If you pay attention, you can see it in
But
her
we
daughter.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you something.
we need to take everything back over.
I'll tell
We
you
need to take
something.
rock and roll back over. They're gonna be like, why y'all doing rock now? Because we want to. That's why. 'Cause we started it, nigga. How about that? Why y'all doing country? Because we can. Because we
We
started. We
can.
started country music, and we started American music in this country. Y'all didn't
Period.
bring country music here, sir. So shut your ass
Country
up.
and rock and roll, blues and jazz. That's
Blues,
all
jazz,
us.
everything. Yeah, we
Everything.
want it back. We want it all back.
Classical.
You can't have hip hop. So we taking hip hop back first. That's what we're gonna do. So and look, we as a community have to say, look, we don't respect niggas that sign anymore. We don't respect
Facts.
people that go to Leo Cohen and blad him. We don't respect you niggas no more, bro.
Thank
Right.
you.
You are part of the goddamn problem, man.
Yeah,
We're
you're a part
turning
of
down
the
deals. We turn down deals over here.
right.
We don't have to. We don't have to move the way they want us to move.
Right.
We make them move the way we want them to make us move.
So let me give you
We
guys a
don't, we
little
don't
bit
make
of
y'all move.
education on. Oh, I apologize. I thought you were done.
We tired of gatekeepers. We insert foreign gatekeepers into our community. Why? Why isn't Master P or Jay Prince the standard of people wanting to go be signed to? Why do we allow these people, 300 Entertainment, and everybody else to take over for us? I'm done. I'm tired of y'all. You niggas is clowns. You niggas don't have no loyalty, no nothing. And it's plenty. Listen, y'all, it's plenty of conscious rappers out there. You got Ciroc, right? They'll rather push. And shout out to Cash Doll, shout out to Cardi B, love them, right? Shout out to
What?
Megan Thee Stallion, right? But they're not gonna give Ciroc the same push as they give them. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want consciousness to be the order of the day. They don't want
They
any more.
do not want consciousness to be the order of the day. That's why we no longer have groups like not Roots, but that's one of them too. What's your favorite group, sis? Baby girl? What's your favorite group? Fugees. My daughter's favorite group is the Fugees. Okay. Which the word Fuji actually means come and gone. And I don't think they knew that, but
well, they call themselves refugees. That's where it comes from. So of course.
okay. So my baby, we don't have artists like that no more. You know what I mean? They changed. I mean, I think the Black Eyed Peas changed their own direction, but even them, they even had in the beginning a more conscious state of mind, I guess you can say, because I don't really like that word either, but a more awakening state of mind than they do now. I'm trying to think of Common.
Let me ask you a question, though.
Mates.
You got a person like Luke, right? You got Luke. Shout out to Uncle Luke, right? Luke has always made fucked up music. Let's be clear. But he's always taken his resources, money and stuff to empower the community. So could I be Martin Scorsese, or could I produce a movie or art of or a piece of art, right? That's let's just say I don't put out music that's damaging to the community, because like I try to, like we reporting on what's going on, but we try to have an underlining message behind it. You know what I'm saying? Not to do this. But if you didn't get that message, this is the message that we're teaching when we're speaking. You understand what I'm saying? The consciousness of hip hop. See, you're not a hip hop artist if you're not conscious. I'm gonna put a period on the end of that. Okay? I'm gonna say this again. You're not a part of hip hop if you're not participating in the 5 tenets of hip hop. And the main one is consciousness. Huh?
Which is Gamma.
You're not an artist if you're not conscious. Period. So it went from I was there when it went from rap to what right now today. From gangster, it went from conscious to gangster. Conscious to homoerotic. That's what it's at right now.
Whoever that is,
you
have a lot of making noise in your back.
No, that's not me. It's somebody.
Whoever just came in, they have a lot of static and noise in their background. Thank you.
Yeah. So we have to change the conversations. We have to have our own radio station that push our culture, that push things that enlighten us, that uplift us, right? And I think that's the problem that we have. We support things that tear us down. Let's just be clear. But they benefit from us being tore down. When these
Yes, they
niggas go to
do.
the jewelry stores and stuff, when y'all see them with $1 million on their neck, they just went and gave it to Vlad's cousin. Okay? Let's be clear.
Hmm.
And I was in the jewelry business.
Um,
I understand the business. And I sold to all the D boys. You understand? But I started out with a goddamn, like, you know how you have like a briefcase? And you know what I'm saying? You got little things in there, whatever. Like, I started out small. You got to start somewhere and get on your grind. But we need to start taking over
so I
industry.
want.
Can
Okay.
can I speak on
Yeah.
the topic real quick? You know, kind of compliment all of y'all conversation. Um, the things that's in the industry of now is way better for independency than ever. And it's a
Yeah.
rotation, as if, you know, the same type of style and the gear we were wearing back in the 90s is back again. The independency is back again, but this time we
Yes.
have a full stream of internet system, web, and all of this,
Yes.
which wasn't big back then. And to actually be independent is way more valuable, because you can be a multimillionaire rap artist online with just online licensing and
Right.
be making your own money back without no label involved. What they will do is try to come offer you money to buy you out of your own
Of
shit.
your own shit.
So
Exactly. That's what I
you
was gonna
don't,
get to.
you want to stay independent. You know, like, you know, Chief was saying, you know, it's a lot of us that's in these channels that actually have professional experience, not just some trying experience, that actually done a lot of things. I've closed over 15 deals. I've got over 7 artists, major label deals. I've done a lot, you know, in negotiations with contracts and all. And to know that and to know now is like, I would advise anybody, hey, I don't need 20%. You can just give me a small fee after your shit is out making money, you know, the back end type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I can give the advice, Chief can give the advice. It's a lot of us that can give the advice to keep people away from it. Because it's all about knowing how to promote it, advertise it, and find the traffic sites that's good for your music. Because not all traffic sites are going to be good for every sound, you know?
Everybody, exactly. And then to educate yourselves on different beats, and sounds and vibrations. I apologize, though, I didn't mean to cut you off. So go ahead if you're not done.
But I was going to go that direction too, because, you know, it narrows down to when y'all had mentioned radio version. See, the radio versions of then to now can be significantly better for us, because we can tap right back into our 4-3 tools and our real frequencies that we can control with our radio version. Because the radio version is not just changing the frequency, what they made us think, it's really keeping it clean. You know, that's what the radio version they want you to see it to mean. But in reality, us keeping it clean is not taking out curse words, it's keeping the vibration clean, keeping that channel and
Yes,
energy flowing through our music clean. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
And we can control anybody with music. Music is a conjuring. So we got to remember that too. It's a chant and conjuring. So, you know.
Well, it goes
Sound
back
is
to,
very powerful
bro, it
in
goes
our
back to
community.
distribution, right? Like,
But
like they're talking about Eminem ripping Lord Jamar on stage, right? Well, everybody knows, right? Nobody's gonna pay attention to Eminem. Eminem's supposed to be that great white hope, you know what I'm saying? Caucasian rapper that changed the game. Well, we would have never heard of him unless Dr. Dre put him in the game. Let's be clear, right? Can we be clear?
mhm.
I like
Very clear.
Rich. I like Rich. Shout out to Rich. Shout out to Strange Music. I like Rich, and he's a Caucasian rapper better than Eminem because he's
Can you,
real. You understand
Chief?
what I'm saying?
Can you
So
repeat that
I don't
again?
look at that like that, huh?
Chief, can you repeat that again? Because you said some big facts.
Yo, so Eminem is just like anybody else. This is not a game for them, right? This is what we're saying. It's millions of them probably rapping, but nobody's gonna listen to that. Nobody likes that. Nobody's, not even them. Let's be clear. They can try to, whatever they got to do, but that shit ain't gonna working like that. Now you got
True.
rappers like Rich, for instance. is a real MC. You got some MCs out there. I can name a few other ones that MGK is an MC. Let's be clear. However, this is our thing, created by us, for us, by us, right? So why don't we control the distribution? Those are the conversations we need to be having. Because if they could have had the conversation to put a mega distribution company together between, what was it? Rap
It's Jay Prince, Suge Knight, Jay Prince, Damon Dash, and Gotti.
Right, but instead of all these CEOs like Master P beefing with Cash Money beefing with, I'm just putting stuff out there, you know what I'm saying? So these men say, you know what, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, everybody say, you know what, fuck all this, bro. We got a responsibility to these people. Fuck personal feelings about one another, whatever. Let's stop this beefing and let's build.
Right.
Do you understand that? Do you understand the power that these brothers would have if they would say we're gonna build together? Right?
I know for sure they would have.
And instead of them competing against each other, they work together to say, you know what, we putting these people out of business.
Yeah.
Okay. We are the standard of where our people trying to get to when it comes to this music, the game, and this
right. Like when Common and Nas used to come together, and
a motherfucker like Leo Corns, he's bragging about he put his children through college in the 80s off hip hop. He ain't never made a beat, ain't never did nothing. Y'all understand? He was just a banker. He's a banker. That's his power source. He has a bank behind him. If y'all everybody knew I had a bank behind me and I can touch millions of dollars at any time, y'all know how much people be kissing my ass? I couldn't even go outside. People like, come here, let me kiss your ass.
I'm working on it.
You niggas suck, bro. You niggas don't got no morals, no loyalty, no nothing. It goes back to the Negro Leagues, everything that we ever done, bro. Niggas don't want to, they always want to give it away. Why would Bob Johnson ain't shit without BT? But he gave it away. We know you because of BT.
Sell out. We always sell out.
No,
everybody,
it's called
come in selling out. And that's what ADOS is doing. We talk about ADOS, they've already sold out. Let's be clear.
Read the Willie Lynch letter, 1712.
I'm going to say this again so everybody on the planet can hear
this.
We will never sell out. Ever. Ever.
I know I'm not selling out, but I don't have no reason to sell out. But I do want to throw out a little bit of information on beats, sound waves, just to give a little bit of knowledge on sound waves. Delta beats are for healing. It's for sleep. It's your root chakras. You have theta, that's for your mind. That's for the flow of energy, dreaming state. You have alpha, that's something that you reflect on to help you relax. You have beta, which is your form of concentration and your learning sounds. You have your gamma, which is for insight and expanding consciousness. When you are aware of what sounds and vibrations do to you, and you learn how to play with those, then you are able to, not just with words, reach out and touch people, but now you are able to send a vibrating frequency to help align the parts of them that are not in alignment. I needed to say that. I waited for a while to get that out there.
Letty, you, that's why what you are just said, explain why when y'all were talking, I don't know if y'all heard me, I kept saying, I am God. See, the thing is, all of us in the panel and the chat room need to start saying to ourselves what we want to manifest. I am success. I am rich. I am powerful. I am succeeding. I am all that I am going to be. I am. And see, the more that we practice these vibrations within self, with the soul, the mind, the body, and all that spirit created to manifest it, people should do this. Hold on. People should do this before they go to sleep daily.
And every time you wake up to such a I call it I ams. We actually have it in our homeschool program. Our children sit down and they do it day and night They write down 32 I ams. And when I tell the children, did you do your I ams today? That's what I'm talking about. I make
That's
them
we
do
need to
it in the
practice.
AM and I
Yeah.
make them do it at night. And we as adults need to do it. Even if you don't write it down, speak to yourself in the mirror. Go in the mirror. These are multiple portals. Go in the mirror and tell yourself, I am this, I am that, so that you're not only setting it in this world, but you're setting it in multiple dimensions and levels of the world. Of you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
all on all portals. I say to myself that I am this, I am healer, I am goddess, I am blase blase, speaking to the mirror. Sometimes the children laugh at me, but now I'm making them go from the paper to now saying it to themselves in the mirror. So they
Into the
understand.
mirror. Yep. Yep. Let them learn to interject and intercede within all of the parallels that they can see within themselves. When they say it, they'll start it'll start powering and enlightening that soul so unique. That's why I kind of sometimes just speak on people learning the soul, because the mind and what they call the brain, that's new to this realm. The soul is old. Once the soul is opened up and is vibrating and connecting to everything else outside of the soul, all of life and world itself exists outside of that soul. So that soul is that energy. That's why I be like, I am God. I am. I use the word I am so uniquely, and it manifests. So we
Yes, it
all
is.
need to practice
I
that, and
I
especially
am
on me.
crushing the NFL ratings right now. We crushing
I'm not about
NFL
to do
ratings
it
right
with you.
now.
I came in. Crush it.
That's
Crush
power,
it.
though.
Ah, man.
But no,
That's
that's
awesome.
real, y'all. We need to put forth these vibrational we need to change the vibrational field around us, because like I said earlier, we are what we accept. So if you accept noise and trash into your consciousness, be it through vibrations, sound vibrations, talking, whatever, everything counts for. Your diet is not just what you eat as far as food going into your body, but every form of resource is a part of your diet. You are what you eat. So if you read trash, if you listen to trash, your mind is trash. I mean, it's a mix of good and bad. You are exactly what you surround yourself by, period, point blank. And that's why I'm so strong on what is being heard and said. And then if my children hear something, I redirect that energy or show them or teach them what they just heard or what they just felt and how to reject it. We all have to do that. We all have to find a way to um, be aware of how to shield ourselves with what we hear, what we see, what we read, and what we do, especially when it comes to our children, because after we're gone, they need to know how to teach their peers and their children how to be cautious to what is going on
So, um,
today.
we got two people on the panel, man. I don't know. I just want you guys to, once you feel left out. So, Cherokee, we haven't heard from you in a while. This
She said facts. She was agreeing with us some of the time, y'all. I know y'all didn't hear her, but I do hear her when she say facts and
vibes in the
true.
building. Got one of the three amigos in the. Oh, we got two of the amigos in the building. Joseph and Reginald Green in the building. Hold on, we got Letty, Healing Hands in the building. Peace Empress. We got King Paul in the building. And we got the guys O Taylor and the cyborg Ty Data. Peace all the guys on the panel, man. Hey, shout out to everybody tuned in, listening, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. I already know y'all. The rawest, the realest chat room on the planet is putting it down, man. I already know y'all got plenty of stuff to say, man. And like I said, the reason why we give wrenches as well is so you can post things. You know what I'm saying? You have a business. Like, we're not those type of guys over here, right? They'd be like, oh, don't come over here promoting your channel. We will help you promote your channel. We're not suckers like that. We want you to be the greatest that you can be, right? That's what that is. We're not suckers, you know what I'm saying? But I like that my I am is I am the greatest. And that's what it is. I fight hard. I go hard every day to live up to that. You understand? To live up to the grace of all time.
Right.
And that's how that works. You know what I'm saying? People are like, well, how are you a chief? Well, you know,
Hey,
how's that white boy a chief in your that over your tribe?
Chief.
That's what you should be asking. Not be asking me. Fuck, I got this is boring. This is
Hey, Chief, you know another one that you need to use? Nothing can stop me.
Hey, say that again.
Another
I say
powerful
that all the
word to
time.
use, nothing can stop me. Like you try to go and lift up something and then just say it out loud, nothing can stop me, and you'll be able to lift it.
Ain't no
You'll be able to
stopping
move
us
it, you'll be able to do whatever.
now.
Yeah.
That's right.
Nothing can stop me, and that's just like it's like that's a powerful word we used to say since a kid, and we'd be able to go and do like two back Arabians back to back, like we'd be just saying it, and we didn't realize it was a powerful word that we to this day use, and it's an empowered word. We don't even know where it came from as kids, you know what I'm saying, playing with it, you know what I'm saying, me and
Like
my
the
two
word
cousins.
you know that means stop, right?
I ain't never know that.
They be like,
Yeah, it means stop. It means stop. It means no more. So when we used to say that, I mean a lot of moms say it. So when you say you telling them to stop. That's no more. You like, and that's literally
second language.
yeah.
I thought you said hoorah.
It's natural. It's a natural. All this stuff is natural to us. You know, saying
Yes.
Hey, Cherokee, that's a fact.
Yes.
You know what's crazy? Like, who told us to name us these names that we have, though? Like, let's be clear. Have y'all ever met anybody with a so-called African name?
The roaming souls.
Like a adult, not like, you know, like Keith the Sneak's name is Kunta Kinte, you know what I'm saying? So apparently his parents, you know, and
My
that's
son's first name is
that's
Ezra
African.
Tahim,
I'm
and they
talking
think
about
that his name is African.
an actual real name that comes from the continent. Do y'all know anybody that's from here that has those names?
Me.
Yeah.
We
I
could
know
have
people named Zulu and stuff like that. I actually know
all that stuff is American or Americanized or whatever. So I'm talking about like I'm you know how you could meet somebody from the continent now and he still goes by his actual name from his place. You know, I meet people whatever and they tell me their name. Or I'll be like, yo, what does that mean? I'm asking questions.
Abu.
Maybe that means the beautiful one or blah 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 whatever, right? You feel me?
I do too. Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm not talking about Rakim from the continent or none of that. I'm talking about real, actual indigenous names. Why don't we have those names, y'all? That is, come on, y'all. Like, this is getting real stupid for us to be arguing whether or not we Africans and for people to be mad at us because we tend to push our American side. What's the problem?
Every name I chose for every last one of my children holds meaning, including for myself. My
When I
name,
talk to Ben Carnell, I talk to Talib Kweli, whatever. We're gonna be talking about words of affirmation, words of power. We're not gonna be talking about supremacy. We're not gonna be talking black this, black that. Because when you say black, once again, like we pointed out, you're saying that Vlad, he literally said that Vlad is the white man and Vlad has a better life than the black man. That's exactly what Talib Kweli said. That's not conscious. You're sleepwalking, bro. Let's be clear.
Who said that?
Yeah, Talib Kweli did an interview with Vlad, and he was talking about Yvette Carnell, aka Ellen, and
I'm not dealing with you. Ooh.
Yeah, that's that part. So he was telling Vlad, he was making a thing like, yo, the black man has got it hard, and you the white man, and Vlad just got here a couple years ago. He is an immigrant. If Talib would have been talking from that perspective, that we the indigenous people, that we did this, we did this, we did this, we are the first Americans, right? Listen,
indeed.
They don't have nothing else to say. You understand what I'm saying?
People do usually try.
Thank you for letting us come here. Thank you for letting us be the best we could be in your country. You understand? Thank you.
For real.
Thank you for letting us put our feet up or step up off of y'all. Thank you. Vlad is a millionaire off of y'all black asses.
Indeed.
I'm gonna say this again. Vlad is a millionaire off of your black asses. Talking black, this
true.
Black, talk that American shit. Hey, I think Vlad just, I mean, uh, the guy, uh, uh, Lord Jamar, just went on there and he's gonna be schooling about reparations. You know what I'm saying?
I know I'm an American.
Yeah, that's how we gotta push that, man. We gotta push that wholeheartedly. And shout out to D Red once again. I don't we gotta, like, pan is not a good word, but we need an intercontinental union. You understand? Something that unifies us with Jamaica, Haiti, DR, Bermuda, so on and so forth, Mexico, right? Belize. Y'all see our power base right here? We have power, Canada.
But we're
We
already
America.
connected. Whether we want to believe it or not, we're already connected.
Right.
Like,
We're not selling anything to Mexico. We're not selling anything to Belize. Them brothers over there. Why are we not touring Belize? Why are we not doing certain things? Why are we not trading with Belize? Why are we not trading with Haiti? Y'all been talking about, oh, Haiti's so fucked up. Why? Because you're not doing business with them, motherfucker.
I got people from Belize out here that sell herbs. I get a lot of my herbs from them, and they get it straight from Belize.
Salute.
So, like I told y'all before, I work within my own community. I actually also buy things from the African community. Why? Because I don't I don't see myself buying shit for our people from the white man. I don't really see myself doing it from them either, but I still do because that's the closest I can get to resources for our people. So
once again though, like we got the great Dr. Claude Anderson, Powernomics. If you guys haven't read that, please go read that book. Get that book, put it in your library, right? So, but he talks about the money's not staying in the community like a couple hours or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be where it never leaves. 10 days, a week, nothing. It stays in our community. It never leaves. Right? And we've shown the video when they were talking about in the 50s how they wanted to take our power base from us. They took it. They literally took it. And so that's why we're so critical on the Dr. Michael King Jr.'s and people like that or whatever that were laying down with Baynard Rustin them, right? Like these niggas, listen, bro. If they keep giving us the people that they want us to be our heroes, we got to stop that. I'm boycotting already the Harriet Tubman movie. I'm boycotting that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the little
I want to know,
he's about
yo.
to jump off the bridge, right? And the man was like,
I want to know that, Chief.
Come on back. I'm not gonna hurt you that much. I want to.
Yeah, I hate watching them types of movies,
face,
man.
bro. I want to punch you in the
Harriet
face, bro.
Tubman didn't run nowhere.
I
She
want
was
to
on the
punch you in the
train.
face.
Yo, can I interject
Superconductor.
real quick? Can I interject real quick, real quick?
Absolutely, bro. Go ahead.
This back what I was trying to tell y'all, just something I was researching earlier, something called the Wilmington Insurrection of 1898. This is my first time like actually researching. It might be like some in the community that know it already, some who may not. So this happened at Wilmington, North Carolina. So my folks is from North Carolina. My folks is from Taylors County, North Carolina. That's where most of my mother's side is from. So and me researching my family genealogy and everything, I learned about Wilmington Massacre 1898. So I remember you saying they went we don't have any media. We don't have any control of our media. But I'm pretty sure everyone here knows that up until the 1900s, Negroes owned most of the banks. We had our own newspapers, our own daily record newspaper. We had all that. So I'll use this thing I'm researching right here. Wilmington Massacre 1898. They had they targeted the Daily Record newspaper was one of their targets. They wanted to take out our media source. So we did it before. We Tulsa, Oklahoma is just one of thousands of black communities that was together and
That's a
actually
fact, brother.
really doing stuff together that had their own establishment, media establishment, resources, teachers, everything that they needed, science, whatever they needed. And we was living like how Chief just said, we can't keep our dollar in our community for a few hours. That's bad. That's really bad. When you look at Tulsa, they kept the dollar there circulated for months before it left. Months it was there. So that's something that we got to get back to. But like another thing I wanted to say before I let somebody else speak. This was back when you were saying we got to work with Haiti and everything. A lot of people over here on the mainland, a lot of our brothers and sisters on the mainland, they look at like Jamaica and Mexico and South America, like or Africa, Asia, and Europe. Like they're different entire countries somewhere else. Like this girl said she mixed. She said she's mixed. I'm like, what do you mean you mixed? She said, well, my dad Jamaican and my mom is just black from here. I'm like, what? What do you? That's the
I
same
mean,
people.
yeah, it gets slow, man. That's
It's
why
the
we did
same, man.
Arawak on the Taino joint the other day, man. So we can, we have Arawak, we have Tainos in North America as well, y'all. So like, and we were traveling back and forth before the colonization process. We were moving.
Can
They
I just
found
say,
gold in Florida? Florida is right next to Cuba.
how about this? How about this, Chief? You can put a raft together, go to Florida, and you can paddle to Cuba, paddle to Jamaica, paddle to Haiti, a raft.
Hey, bro, I
I'm
met
telling
somebody
people.
that came to the Americas
That's
from Cuba
facts.
on inner tube.
Inner tubes.
Inner tube. Like
That's how close it is.
They still doing it. They doing it by the loads, like 20 on the raft they make. They still doing it, man.
How about this? I always say this. Take away the water. Where's the border? Show me the border if I took away all the water on the planet.
That's a fact. And then it's a seafloor, so people be like, "Oh, it's a continental drift. Everybody's drifting in South Africa." Oh, in Europe and Asia too, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
They don't
I
understand.
literally hear smart dummies say that though. Like I literally hear these people talking about continental drift and shit. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not an ocean floor,
right?
It's not mountains under the water. It's not volcanoes under there. Like, come on, y'all. Like, we gotta stop being so slow. And if the planet is covered 80-some% by water, think about it.
Right.
People say Atlantis. I think it's Atlantic Ocean. Is it land under there? Yes. Okay. Well, that land was not always underwater. See how that works?
Right.
Yeah. Like
most people don't look up either.
And you know what's fun? Like I said, if you look at the old maps from back in the day, right? We are closer than you think. So when anybody
look at a map, though, the maps are drawings, man. We got to stay away from thinking of these map things and realize, like, if you drive, you can actually tell how the map is alive by driving. Like I've drove from Cali to Atlanta, from Atlanta to New York, and the shit is all squares. It ain't no damn like shaped how they drew this shit. And then the time period is shorter and all that shit because it's like we're aligned in like. I would say look at a Mercedes sign. That's the closest thing to a real map. The Mercedes sign.
I was just saying that we can actually take a raft or a canoe and go to the other side of the planet. Things are way closer than we think. Over there, let's see, in the Pacific Ocean, down by South America, they exploded so many nuclear bombs to create the tsunami bomb to actually flood a lot of the land bridges.
I could believe that.
You see,
a lot of the calcification of like most of the vegetation in the Americas.
Yep.
How they decalcify like the lot of trees and stuff that was in the Americas, and most of the vegetation that we had here, like I remember we spoke about this a minute ago, the silicon trees, like how the whole Grand Canyon looked completely different than what it looked like. I don't know if it's a couple hundred years ago. I know it wasn't always like that.
Reg, mute mic. Reg, mute.
All right.
But yeah, like what was I saying? Yeah, like it was about like the whole Grand Canyon was a huge valley, like what a huge
remember we brought up those pictures of the redwood forest and how many did you see all those guys? They look like midgets standing on massive like trees, massive trees. They look like midgets, like little tiny ants cutting down massive trees. And it also, Benjamin Franklin said it in his letter, that America is a land of opportunity. We come here to cut down the trees. And guess who the trees were? Not just the trees outside, us.
And that directly correlates with us.
That was the code.
It was the
That directly.
people.
Hmm.
Kill off the gods.
Right.
We're the gods. We're the energy to this whole planet. Like if they killed all the copper colored people, the world would die itself. We have such a
A
distinct
strong
vibration.
source.
You know, most people don't want to accept it. We got to accept it. That's why I said I am God, because I have that God energy, and we are the gods, and we got to connect back with that God energy within self to say
Right.
it.
When
I
I tell
am God.
people I'm
You
a
know?
golden vine, they don't understand what I mean by that. I'm not
Yes,
the
yes,
vine. I am the
yes. They
golden vine because
Genghis
I'm the
Khan.
vine source. I'm the vine source of nutrients. I'm the vine source of life. I'm the vine source to, you know what I mean? You
So
know,
it's like this, man. Genghis Khan and all of them wrote about it on building the Great Wall of China. Who did they go and get? The gods. And it's in their writing, in Asiatic
yes,
writing
it is.
over there.
Yes, it is.
The gods,
If you
bro.
study it,
Copper colored. We
if
are
you
the gods.
study, if you study any form of alternative medicine, believe it or not, because this is what I do, holistic healing and health, they will tell you that the where they got their knowledge from is from the gods, and they describe the gods to be copper toned, brass, big, strong, resourceful. Um, they describe us to the T. So how can you, you know, direct that that's where they say they got their medicine, their healing source, their universal energy of healing from is from who taught them how to connect with themselves to gain universal energy was us. How did we lose our own energy is because we consumed alcoholism, and we started letting them not only cut down the trees of one another, but the trees that we eat from. We are the vine source. Then we started calling ourselves divine. If we calling ourselves divine, we're allowing ourselves to be divided. We have to know how to bring the source back, period, point blank. Like, period. We
Real
are the
quick,
gods.
is there anybody? Because we got other people want to get on the panel. Is there anybody that wants to step down for a minute? Rotate some people out.
I
Yeah.
will.
I take a break myself too.
I will.
Definitely appreciate it. I
Yeah,
think I'm.
if need be, I'll step out too. I don't mind.
He said he gonna take a break. He ain't even been up here long.
Yeah.
How many people trying to get on, Chief?
I think like 2 or 3.
2 or 3. All right, I'll rotate. Yeah, I'll let somebody out, man. I'll listen.
Okay, brother. I'm gonna get off too, man.
I might leave depending on who y'all bring on, just to let that be new air. But I like when y'all have at least one woman on here. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta have that. We definitely gotta have that. Shout out to Cherokee. Peace to we definitely appreciate it.
I'm trying to find the YouTube live. What's it under? I want to send it to my brethren.
Supreme Chief Holiday Channel.
Oh, okay.
Hey man, shout out to all the new subscribers, man. Like, just getting overwhelming support, man. Definitely appreciate it, man. From the mud, y'all, we getting this shit from the mud. So salute to everybody, man, that come through, man, and hold us down. Tell people about us. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like bringing a friend to church. You know. Hey,
Truly is.
I got a partner that hit me up literally like about half hour ago, right? Asking me about can I connect him to Kanye, right? He in the UK. And I'm like, oh, okay, what do you want to connect with Kanye about? You know what I'm saying? So it brings me to the Sunday service that he's doing, right? What's going on? Was Kanye always a church boy? You know, remember Jesus walked? Now it's like God knows or some shit. Like he's had another song, God stretch his hands. Are we seeing somebody that's just tapping back into his church side? Like, what's going on here? I think this.
Can you repeat that? Because I didn't hear you. It sounded muffled.
I'm talking about Kanye West, right? Kanye West is has a thing called Sunday service, and a lot of people are, you know, I don't know how he's taking him. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this just a guy that's tapping back into his church roots? He just come from the church house.
You forget that Kanye West considers himself Jesus. Do y'all
Well,
not?
But we all
No,
do that.
Kanye
We've all
West,
just
if
said
you
that.
listen to that
We all
interview,
just said that
he
we're
was
Jesus.
dead on point.
We all just said that. Shout out to Yeshua. We all say that we're Jesus. That's what we say.
Yeah.
We all gods and goddesses and emperors and all this dumb shit, right? So we all those things, right? I like to say that we created God. Get it? Shout out to my son. So I don't know, like I don't know how people look at things or whatever, but you are the greatest. You. Like it's nothing outside. And I learned that studying a little Buddhism back in the days. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of breaks the shit down. You can be any religion and still be dealing with Buddha. And just the concept that everything is inside you. It's not outside of you.
Very true.
Right? So when this man is saying he's Jesus and all this other stuff, I don't have a problem with that. I'm like, oh shit, that's dope. But
Hey,
I don't know why he had to do the church thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like I don't
hey,
agree with that because
Promotional reasons, probably. It's probably the way that
hey,
he sees
Chief,
selling himself out.
yeah, Chief.
yeah.
He in his interview with Big Boy, he said that we all need to think for ourselves and not have other people thinking for you, because it's like a bully attack. And this dude was saying some shit that even caught my eye. I was like, Kanye probably, and they just call this nigga crazy because he won't. Because some of the stuff he be saying, because I remember on his interview, he said, I want to say certain things, but I can't say it in the interview. They'll get me in trouble.
Mm.
In that Big Boy interview.
Nigga, if I was a billionaire, I'd tell everybody kiss my ass. I'll be walking around with my ass cheeks hanging out. Like, I'll be out in the pants like Prince. Remember Prince had the ass cheeks hanging out? That's me. I'll be walking around with my ass cheeks hanging out, nigga. Fuck
Well,
that.
that's Kanye, but that's how
Go buy my
Kanye.
shoes,
You
nigga. Go
know
buy
what
my
I'm saying?
ugly ass
That's
shoes.
Kanye. That's how Kanye feels about himself. He don't give a fuck. He
Hey,
wearing whatever the fuck it takes. If he gotta wear some mental health motherfucking clothes to you know what I'm saying? That's what he gonna do. If he rocking gel shoes and putting his name on it, like he has, you know what I'm saying? That's how that nigga feel. He feel like I make money. I don't give a fuck. And because my name is what it is, somebody gonna purchase it. I'm still making money. I'm still where
Oh
you're
shit.
not. So fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's how he feels. I mean,
Oh my God, Chief, you
He
crazy.
think he got a higher power, which he has the right to do that.
All I can see is Chief walking down the streets with assless chaps, throwing money all over the place, going, "Fuck you."
now, hey, now listen, it's just a metaphor for kissing my ass. That's all. Now. I would not walk around my ass cheeks out.
Do you want some pancakes, bitches?
Hey, they couldn't tell me nothing. I remember that one of my favorite Kanye songs is Nah, nah, nah. Wait till I get my money. Wait till
shout
I
out to
get my
everybody in the
money.
chat still tuned into
Y'all
us.
be hey,
Shout out.
hey, doing Diddy right.
Oh, jeez.
I'll be spinning Diddy dance on their ass. Nah, nah, nah. Wait till I get my money right. That's
Right.
how we got all feel. When we get our money right, we're gonna see less murders in our
Oh,
streets.
oh,
Okay.
guaranteed.
And,
Okay.
and we're going to feel good about
Don't let the
ourselves.
church take all the motherfucking money. Right now, they're taking money right now. They're not giving shit back to the people. So fuck them too. Okay. They
Facts.
on the top and bottom too. They getting sued too because they have been just taking from the community, not giving nothing back. Period.
Right.
Oh, we give us some turkeys away. We did this. We feed the hungry and stuff like that. But that shit that's donated to you and all that type of stuff. Tax.
Right? How about you teach us how to hunt a turkey?
Spying on the people. Fuck you. How about that?
Why not buy? Okay, for example, we already know that there's multiple national parks that's been shut down. Why are we not purchasing these national parks and these these forests, or adopting these forests and replenishing them instead of just letting them die off?
You like
Why aren't
you,
we doing something like that?
hey,
Oh,
it
we're
says,
working on it, sister. We're working on it.
No, I am too. I'm just saying, hypothetically throwing it out there, just like these are things that we really should be taking pride in and doing, not us giving our money away to the FDA and or being approved through the USDA to give out turkeys every motherfucking Thanksgiving. Which Thanksgiving ain't thanks for what? Thanks for giving us a load of shit. Like, what the fuck are we really doing out here?
Thanks for being a victim.
Exactly. Thank you.
Hey, be on the lookout for them Tribeup turkeys.
Thank you for the land grabs. Thank you for snatching your shit.
Hey,
Thank you for being asleep.
This year. We're gonna give away Tribeup turkeys this year, y'all. So be on the lookout for them Tribeup turkeys.
Tribal turkey.
Yo, Chief, you got me going, man. You got me going.
Hey.
On some real shit though, y'all. Like for real. Like I was saying before. Like.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Chief, they trying to stop the live bill. Everybody in the chat, in the YouTube typing, said they lost signal or whatever. They stopping the live bill with us.
Wow.
Yeah, it's only.
Hey, Chief.
I'm gonna spit this out before I drop the mic real fast. I want y'all to all know and be aware that some of us matriarchs are putting together a monthly. I don't know what to call it yet. I don't have a name for it yet, but I will tell you what it consists of. We're sending out boxes, $40 a month of different types of supplies and supplements, food, tools. It will have stuff like from butane to first aid kits, books on how to do stitches, and things like we'll have classes on building emergency oil candles and things like that. If y'all want to know anything else, participate. I'm getting body cams, gas masks. These are all going to be gradually purchased and sent out to different homes. I'm doing 24 to 32 ounces of different things like dishwashing soap and stuff like that for families in between 1 to 4, and the sizes will pick up with a family bigger than 4. If y'all want to know more information about that, y'all can email me at holidayhealinghands at gmail.com. I believe that's what it is. I ain't gonna lie, text me here if you got. Reggie has huh?
I said, I wish you would have said it with top fish the live store, Chief. They it's cut off.
Can participate too, and I would like for to say that Reggie is one of those people who has purchased items for me. I make organic baby food and things like that too. I make cereal from buckwheat. Not this is for y'all. I'm not. Oh yeah, I'm like this is for y'all. I'm not giving it to everybody else right away. I just want y'all to know what I'm. I want to know that I'm doing homemade oils, hair stuff. I'm going out.
Hey sis, do you deliver to Canada? Because every single thing I've ever gone onto
I will ship to Canada.
All right, I will keep in contact because
I will ship out to Canada. I have before sent stuff to. Go ahead.
No, I've been I've ordered stuff from, or I've actually looked up stuff from the States. Everything is down there. It's really cheap and stuff like that. But the thing is, when it comes to shipping to Canada, they're like, we don't ship to Canada. I'm like, why? There is black people up here too.
That's what I was going to tell you.
Of course it is.
There is. You have to find a. You can use US, not USPS. What is it? FedEx, I think it is.
Or FedEx, yeah.
I can't remember which one it is. If it's not, it is either FedEx or UPS. They charge more, but they will send it to Canada or Brazil or whatever. I just have to set up an account to do so.
What is your website and email again?
I don't have a website.